stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And he's got it at the 1. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Slot man in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there. Tuck it and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going right sideline and complete. And he's out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one complete to Leggett. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack, hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. They bring the tight end in motion. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. Gonna go for it on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. That is intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A pass taken in by Miller.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, he'll manage only a couple. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. This is intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Point after coming up here. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. 7-0 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On the ground, this is Kendra Miller. And he'll work his way down to about the 41. Second down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
That's taken in. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown 6. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. Now, faking the give. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. And he's out of bounds, but all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play for the Panthers. 42 yards. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll start at the 4. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A run on 1st and goal. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back. Third and goal. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll only be able to get to the 7-yard line. So good work by the defense. It sets up 4th down. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. They'll send their tight end left. On the ground, it's Brooks. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Tight end on the move left. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Xavier Legette. Touchdown, Carolina. The kicking team off for the extra point. It's up and good. Panthers will take a 21-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
His kick is good. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, it's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy 2nd half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Saints. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those...
And this one is blocked. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he'll get about 5. He'll look to throw. Going for it all. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not till he's inside the 25. They'll come up here, first and 10. On the ground, they go with Brooks. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
He'll go once more with Brooks. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. A run with Brooks. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught downfield. It's Shaheed. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now pass deep for St. Brown. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll be third down. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll look to throw yet again. Pass is caught by Olave. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle.
That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace. And the Panthers have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
A quick throw, that's Leggett on the RPO. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that is incomplete.
I think he tried to overcompensate for the elements a little bit by just putting a little bit too much extra juice on that throw. Clearly miscalculated just how much he needed to put on it, because with the amount that receiver was open, That should be an easy big play.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Saints 13.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. His pass taken in by Shaheed. Here's 2nd and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Throw right side to Olave. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball. I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with the deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Back to the air one more time. The left side into the hands of Olave. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They're locked in on this drive. 2nd connection for that pair. This one gaining 22. Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man.
And he will score again. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Significant moment here for the Saints as they will try the 2-point conversion.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That one taken in right side by Leggett. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
14 on the pickup. It's a Carolina 1st down. A carry now for Brooks. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Here comes the screen to Brooks. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind them, and that's the landmark of the screenplay.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 24-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd and 11. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. Third and 5. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now, a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Now, on 2nd and long. Shaheed in motion. He'll check this down to the running back. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a 1st down. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
Here's 1st down. Throwing now from the gun. The throw on the run is complete. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down. They got him. Back at the 50-yard line. And we'll get whistles and a timeout. So they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. throwing now on 3rd and long. That is brought in. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Significant moment here for the Saints as they will try the 2-point conversion. That's caught, so they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Uptown Charlotte.